welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to be here with you today. It's been a minute. I've had a lot going on as usual, a lot of shifting gears, and just nurturing and taking care of myself. But I really am happy to be here with you today. I have a beautiful reading, and I'm doing something different. This reading is specifically for air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I am a Libra Sun, Libra Rising, Gemini Moon. And I do want to start dibbling and dabbing with astrology on the channel because as I learn more, I'm excited to share it with you. But I don't want to take on too much at one time. So for now, I will be reading and channeling specifically for air signs. So again, if you are an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, this reading is for you. If you consider yourself to be a light worker, starseed, divine, purposeful person, this reading pertains to your soul mission, your path that you're on, your journey, the work that you have been put on this planet to do. If you are well into that mission, still figuring it out, this reading will help provide some clarity around where you should be, where you are, where you should be, where you want to be, I should say, and how to get there. So go ahead and pick a card. I love doing these pick a card readings. I picked up some really good energy as we were about to get started, and I just realized that I didn't light my candle, which I really want to do because I just love the way that it smells. This is a cinnamon candle. So yeah, go ahead and pick your card. This is number 1, number 2, and number 3. I will put the timestamps below, as well as I'll also list the decks that I've used for this reading. But go ahead and hone in on which of these, number 1, number 2, number 3, resonate with you, and we will get started. So I'm using decks that I don't get to use that often, or that I just don't use. Not that I don't get to, but I don't use that often. So I figured not only would this be a new reading to add to the channel, but it'll also be a fun way for me to get to know these decks. So for those of you who chose number 1, when it comes to what you need to know about your mission and your purpose at this time, we have number 38. This is Earth Healing. So to me, I'm hearing you're an Earth Angel. Your work is to be very grounded, very present, boots on the ground, doing work to help heal people. I love the fact that number 38 comes up to number 11. 3 plus 8 is 11. To me, that lets me know not only are you a divine healer, you're possibly a twin flame, but your work here is to definitely be in touch with people in a physical kind of way. The message for this card says you are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe. What you are doing matters and you will be supported. The earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which she is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. Oh, and I'm getting chills as I say that. Just you being here. All of us have divine purpose. We're all supposed to be here. But some of us have that extra special light where our presence, just as being around without us even saying anything, can light up a room. And that's what I'm hearing for you here. It says, this assists Earth on the journey of her own evolution. Earth is an exceptionally beautiful and powerful divine being in her own right. Yet she, like every other being, benefits from the assistance of higher frequencies, which offer a loving hand to help raise her vibration and continue her evolution. You are here to have your spiritual life journey in a human body. Part of that process will involve sharing your light with the earth itself. This may see you take on the role of a healer, guide, mentor, or teacher to others on the path. And it may see you doing your work with the natural world with various earth-centered causes such as conservation and animal welfare, organic and biodynamic farming, and ethical food production. So this is telling me that you're already on the path of awakening. You've already discovered that your mission on this earth is to connect with people in a way that really matters, that creates change and brings healing forth. And now, or if you didn't know that, this, or you were thinking that, this is confirmation of that. And they're saying it's time for you to level it up in a new way. You may be facing a lot of challenges right now to do that, trying to figure out how you can actually bring this to fruition, but keep your eyes open and look for the opportunities to make a difference, big or small here. You know, every little thing counts. Sometimes it's the smallest acts of courage that we exercise in faith that bring about transformational, monumental results. So this is confirmation for you that you're supposed to be here and the work that you're doing makes a difference. The message continues. It may involve you having an active prayer life, ongoing throughout your day, praying for assistance, compassion, clearing, and blessing when you see injustices in the world. And from the most obvious gestures to the more subtle, like I said, big and small things matter here. The oracle is saying that you are powerful enough to make a meaningful contribution to the quality of consciousness upon the earth, and the earth asks you to do your work with quiet confidence and dedication. She gives thanks for all you have done and acknowledges her love for you. So this work may be very near and dear and passionate to your heart. It may literally touch you, touch the crevices, the core of your soul. And some of the things that you see and are privy to may be painful for you. I'm picking up on very empathic energy here, like you're connected to a cause that really matters to you in a way that, you know, you really want to change it. There's some injustice that you're trying to, some wrong you're trying to right here through your work, whether it's just, you know, healing people's hearts or you know, saving the planet in some way. And this card, the Earth Healing card, is letting you know that, you know, you are putting so much of yourself into this work. Understand that as hard as it may seem, as hard as it may be, as difficult as it may be for you, you are supported. Like, your needs will be provided for. I'm picking up that might be a concern for you in doing this work. It says the earth will support you in your work by providing material means for you while you are here on the planet, including financial support, housing, food, and human and animal relationships. So don't let those things stop you or block you on your path. And she will also provide guidance for your progress, opportunities to grow and expand your fields of education, influence, and training opportunities so that you can take full advantage of everything coming to you. It says, if you've been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle as validation that it is. What you are doing matters. I think I said that earlier in the reading. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work you are doing and the impact that you have in the world because you are capable of it. But you are already helping in ways that you may not realize, and the earth, or that you may not realize, but that the earth and the spiritual worlds do. So you're being seen here. The work you're doing, whether you can sense it or know it or not, it's having an impact. It matters. And spirit is supporting you in every way. Like right now, I feel nothing but I see angels surrounding you in this work that you're doing. And you're going to be rewarded for it. So know and trust and believe right now That's what they're saying right now. It's so important that you believe that you are making a difference. You believe that the work you're doing matters, and understand, know that it's needed and honored. So when it comes to what you should be focused on right now at this point in your path, specifically what you should be focused on, and I think this goes right with the heart of the message: justice. Justice. What you're doing is righting wrongs in the world. The work that you're doing, it says your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. This is putting me in the mindset of, like the Me Too movement. This is putting me in the mindset of standing up for equal rights, civil rights, just equality, fairness, balance. That's what your soul purpose is aligned with at this time. So anything having to do with that, that's what you should be focused on if you're not clear about what you should be focused on, and trusting that you have the magnificent brilliance and power to manifest the change that you want to see in the world. Sometimes causes like these can seem so great, but focus on the slice of difference, that little slice of difference that you want to make, and really hone in on that at this time, which goes into the next card, which has to do with what's blocking you on your path at this time. And this is from the Law of Attraction Oracle deck. Awareness. Awareness. It says, when I focus on positive energy, I am aware that I attract more of it. The kind of work that you're doing right now, the things that you're being called to do, call into question everything that you believe in. I'm hearing that you haven't been challenged in this way before, and it feels like you have this humongous task before you. But your work here is to stay present and to stay aware. Not that you're not aware of everything that's going around you, but to really hone in and focus on what it is that you are wanting to accomplish, and to really visualize it, think about it. Don't allow other energies and other influences to discourage you from it. Trusting yourself at this time, and harness the energy that comes from you accomplishing this great goal that you've been called here to this earth to undertake. I hope that made sense. Your advice at this time, this is from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I just got this deck 3 days ago. My daughter bought it for me, and I really, really love this deck. So this is the number 67 card. You're being asked to embody the wolf spirit. You're leading the pack here. You are not only, but see the thing, so what I love about wolves is they travel in packs, but they're also fully capable of traveling alone. And in fact, they often take time to hunt alone, to spend time alone with themselves. And so you may be being called at this time to step out in front of the pack, and to lead an effort and a movement, and take it in a new direction is what I'm hearing. But you almost have to do it like with with blind faith. And that's why being aware is so important here. That's why how you're thinking about the situation, the energy you're bringing into the situation is so important here. And your trust in the fact that everything is going to work out for you. Any challenges that you may be experiencing, any setbacks, any hiccups, for people who are involved with, you know, like major environmental, civil rights, legal type movements, you know, you may lose some of the small battles, but keep the winning of the war in focus. You know what I mean? Just because you lose one battle doesn't mean that you've lost the war. It means that you've lost one battle, and maybe you need to regroup and re-strategize. I don't know why that particular example showed up, but I'm really sensing that, you know, who I'm reading for with this particular spread is somebody who's up to, you know, big things. And like I said, every single thing matters, but this isn't someone who's just, you know, like going out to their local soup kitchens and volunteering and feeding meals. This is someone who's trying to create big shifts on the planet in the way that we live, work, interact, consume. This is a big mission here, and that's why there's this need for spirit to get the message across to you that, like, trust us. We sent you here for this mission, and we are ensuring that no matter what it looks like victory for you is coming. And so that goes into the wolf spirit, which is turning your knowledge into wisdom. That's the message of the card. It says, wolf spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all that you've learned and all you are learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it into all your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. You are the one you have been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of wolf spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. So if that doesn't wrap it up, I don't know what does. I think that goes with everything that I just said for this reading. Know that you're an earth angel. You were brought here to make this big shift on the planet, whatever that is for you. You know what it is in your heart. The challenges, trust the path. Trust the path. Trust the challenges as they come up. Stay focused and aware on what it is you want, and be the wolf. Be the leader. Don't be afraid to step out in front of the pack. This has been a journey for you. I'm feeling like, you know, this reading is for someone who is not questioning what their path is. They know what it is. They're fully immersed in it and are looking for guidance and direction on how to navigate through it, because it's gotten a little thick. So that's your reading. If you picked number 1, I hope that resonated with you. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Know that no matter what, spirit loves you. If you chose number 2, this is what I have for you. We have the Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. This is the number 18 card. So there's an awakening happening, a leveling up in your spiritual journey. We have career change, and we have the White Raven Spirit. Oh, okay. So off the top, I'm getting be open, be present, trust in everything that's happening to you, good and bad. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride for you. You may have been put through the ringer, so to speak. Ascension isn't easy all the time. The higher you go up, sometimes the more you come down, if that makes any sense. So this is from the Lightworker Oracle deck, which I really, really love. And the message for this card says, you've been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. I think that's an understatement, actually. Like, you've been growing and expanding, changing, having insights, awareness, synchronicities, like times 10. It says, what's happening to you is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. So you're being brought into divine union here. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras, and physical body. As you physically expand, you may need more rest, healing, and meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness that it's awakening within you. So you're shifting, you're changing, you're probably experiencing things that you've never felt before, and it could be creating, it probably is creating a lot of shifts in your energy, in the way you feel, in what you want to eat, drink, the people you want to be around. The rainbow bridge is a term for the channel of light that moves through your chakra system, along your spine. So your Kundalini energy is being awakened at this time, and that's what allows spirit to enter your body and stimulate the development of your soul. So it's like a soul upgrade that's happening to you right now, and that's drawing in all of these higher energies to nourish and awaken your body, your mind, and your soul through your chakra system. And all of that is really cool, but it's like changing everything. It's like pulling the rug out from under you, like changing everything that you've ever known, everything you've believed in. Like, everything is looking different, feeling different, you're acting different, and people are probably wondering, like, what's going on with you. And to a certain extent, you know, but maybe you don't really know, you know. It's and that's because a lot of this ascension path is full of uncertainty. You know, it's taking things one day at a time, one moment at a time, and really learning to trust in the divine as your path unfolds. And as your chakras are becoming stimulated by the, you know, all of this new spiritual light that's flooding into you, it's like a clearing process that's coming through to support your expansion of your consciousness. And this clearing is like a spiritual detox. You know, it clears all the blocks from your mind, your emotional body, your physical body, as well as from your soul. And clearing out past life issues. And because of that, I want to just pull a clarifier from my because that came up, I want to just go ahead and pull a clarifier for you from the past life oracle deck, because I was kind of feeling that. Yeah, so not only karmic relationships. So yeah, past life karmic relationships from your past. Those kinds of issues may be coming up for you. You may be having relationships, close relationships actually torn away from you at this time. And that could be throwing you into a bit of a bit of a panic. I feel that's what I'm picking up on. But, trust that as you move along the ascension path, these imbalances that you're experiencing, and these could be current relationships, past relationships, karmic relationships, all of that. Everything will balance itself out. But in order for it to balance out, you have to go through the process of detoxifying your mind and your energy from any resentment, anger, hurt and pain, because that will block your path. Any resistance that comes up for you at this time, it's really important that you cleanse and clear it. And you can do that by first, number one, just acknowledging it. Acknowledging it in itself can help you tremendously. But also, meditation. Meditation is really, really good at this time. As well as, like, I would recommend, past life regressions, having one of those done. All of this can help release some of the destructive, negative, toxic relationship patterns that this ascension process will really shine a light on at this time. And I mean, that's what we're talking about here. What do you need to know to further you along your path? What do you need to know about your mission and your purpose at this time? And as you ascend, this is something you want to be aware of, something you definitely want to be aware of. And as you break down those blocks and process them, get rid of all of that emotional trauma, releasing all of that, that expands your energy field, and that makes the ascension process a lot smoother, a lot more enjoyable, and you'll start to go deeper as you ascend with a lot less effort. Things will, start working out for you more effortlessly because you'll be lighter, and you'll have an increase of spiritual light, which will help you integrate into your light body. It will help you become clearer about the direction you're supposed to take. A lot of the confusion and uncertainty and doubt and fear will begin to dissolve is what I should say. And you'll just start to feel clearer about who you are while you're here. And you'll start to see others more clearly as well. And this will give you a boost of power. As your energy field continues to clear itself, you'll start to attract more into your life and be less bound by this 3D reality that we live in. You'll be able to shine your light out further. And, it's all a process. So trust exactly where you are in the journey right now, and know that, if you are experiencing blocks, it's nothing to beat yourself up about. It's just being committed to continuing to do the work even when you feel stuck, So the message of the card says that you are opening to new consciousness now. And with this comes new insight, awareness, and an awakening or deepening of your soul talents, such as healing, clairvoyance, channeling, telepathy. Your channels are being cleared and activated. Rest, open up, and allow. Be patient and trust in your process. If emotional content arises and you are concerned you might be falling back into old habits, do not be afraid. Find ways to express what you are feeling through your writing, through therapy, through dance, through music, art, sound, conscious movement, meditation, working with your hands, exercising, just finding ways to express. And the Oracle adds this message to just hold on. As I stated at the beginning, ascension can be a very wild ride, like a roller coaster, up, down, all around, and anything is possible, and that's actually a good thing. The past is not an indicator of where you're going. the future is also not set. So this is a moment for you to really cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual love, peace, compassion, and source as much joy as humanly possible for you at any given moment. Just simply allowing the genius of life to flow through you in whatever way it chooses. The Rainbow Bridge, which is the title of this card, empowers you to rise from one reality into another, even if your outer world doesn't change, right? It's not about what you see, it's about what you feel. Your outer world will change the more you change how you feel inside. So even if it doesn't, even if it's not happening as quickly as you like, pay more attention to the changes you're feeling inside. And just, enjoy the journey, because you have everything that you need. So the next thing, what things should you be focused on right now? You're in this sea of change. You're learning new things, you're feeling new things. In terms of what you should be most specifically focused on as you ascend, it's time for you to flip the script. It's time for you to change careers, or at least change the way you do what you do. It says you're embarking upon a career that brings the joy and abundance that you desire and deserve. And this could be a source of fear and conflict. Maybe if you are in a relationship right now, maybe a part of the reason why you're not leaving this karmic relationship, or these karmic relationship issues keep coming up for you, is because maybe you're depending upon someone and afraid to make a career change because of a fear around finances or things like that. Or maybe it's just that this is something you need to do, and you're just not sure how to do it, or you've already done it and things aren't necessarily shifting as quickly as you would like or thought they would. This is confirmation that you've done the right thing, or if you're thinking about doing this, this is the thing for you to do. But you don't have to rush into everything. If this is just a feeling for you right now, go towards it and find ways to do it where it's not abrupt or life shattering or I can't say altering, because anytime you make any kind of career change, of course it's going to alter your life, the way you live, the way you do things. You may have to adjust and make some significant changes, but do so from a place of confidence that because if you're in a situation right now where what you're doing is not fulfilling you, that's part of your ascension. That's coming up for you to push you further along your path into what you were really brought here to do. So instead of focusing on all of the bad things that could happen, allow yourself to really visualize the possibilities of what could go right, and see yourself like immersed in what it is you really want to do, and trust that the angels will guide you, which leads me into the next card, receptivity. Stay open to receiving. Ask for help, ask for support, get guidance, get readings, reach out to people who are doing what it is you think you want to do. If you're not exactly sure, maybe that's why you haven't made this change yet, because you're not exactly sure. Just start doing things that feel good to you, and they will lead you into what you want to do. If you would have asked me, several years ago if I would be doing readings and tarot cards and oracle cards, I would have told you, heck no. But making the decision to leave my journalism career behind and start utilizing my gifts to work for myself, put me on a path that led me to this, and now I love doing it. So this card says, I am open in my mind. I am open. I can't read today. I am open in my heart and mind to receiving the blessings that I deserve. So know that Spirit has a plan for you. Know that, and I love this saying, I say it all the time, that everything is working out for you. You don't have to know every step of the plan to move forward. All you have to do is move forward. And how do you move forward? By doing things that feel good to you. If right now you're stuck in a job that is draining you, even if it's paying you well, it's still, you know, like I had, when I was a news reporter, you know, I made 6-figure salary. Now where I live, the cost of living is extremely high. So money is still, you know, tight here. You can make $300,000 and still be poor where I live. But letting go of that in exchange for doing something that felt better to me inside, but didn't necessarily look as good to me on the outside in terms of actual dollars, was frightening for me. And I fought it. I fought it for so long, to the point where Spirit said, you know what, if you're not going to do this, well, then we'll do it for you. And that made it even more uncomfortable. So trust what you're feeling here. Trust your guidance. Trust your intuition. Do the work to clear out any emotional trauma bonds that you're hanging on to, that are, you know, blocking you along this path of ascension, and get focused on your path and your purpose, what it is you want to do in your heart, and then be open to it showing up for you in ways that you can't see right now. That's what they're saying. All right, so what is and that's what's blocking you. That's the card. That's the card for representing what's blocking you. You're kind of I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles card in the traditional tarot deck, where, you know, he's holding on to this pentacle, and he's holding on to it so tightly, and it's like he's holding it to his chest, like blocking his heart. Open your heart, open your mind, open yourself up, clear out all of this, because I mean, you know, what I'm picking up here is you're pretty far along this path of ascension. Even if you just started awakening, you're much further along than you're giving yourself credit for. You have the capacity to do this. So stop doubting yourself. Ooh, that came through pretty strongly. They're saying stop doubting yourself, and be willing to let go of what you think this is, or what it's supposed to be. So in terms of Spirit's advice for you, we have number 66 card, the white raven spirit. Trust in the magic. Trust in the magic of things. Trust that everything is always working out for you, and things will show up for you. If you take one step toward the gods, trust that they will take two towards you. I love that. I love that saying. So the message of this card says, nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. What just came through for me for that is, this also might be for someone who was pushed, like me, pushed into making a career change. Maybe you were fired, laid off. I don't know, somehow you've had to think about shifting gears in the work that you're doing, and it may not have been totally a decision you made for yourself at this time, but trust that everything happens for a reason. Nothing is coincidental here. If that's where you are, that's because it's where you're supposed to be. Doesn't mean that you'll be an entrepreneur, run your own business. If that's what you want to do, fine. But what it does mean is that you are being shifted onto a new path that is more in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing at this time. It says, coincidences have meaning, and White Raven Spirit appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize patterns. So if you're seeing a lot of number synchronicities, don't just dismiss them, or don't, Google the meaning of them and say, okay, well, that's what this means, because they mean different things at different times. Pay attention to what you're thinking when you see a synchronicity, particularly ones that you see over and over again. Pay attention to what you're doing, who you're talking to, where you are, and like I said, what you were thinking right when it showed up. A lot of the times that will give you major clues as to what it means for you in that moment. And then ask yourself, what does this mean for me in this moment? I know what the numbers mean according to numerology. I know what the meaning of this particular number combination means according to what I researched and looked up. But in this exact moment, what does it mean for me now? Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that the White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you, and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in the ways that eyes can't always see and minds can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now. Like, the universe so has your back right now. Trust and believe it, even if you can't see it. Now is the time for you to trust in the magic of Spirit, in the magic of the universe, and in the magic. These synchronicities alone that you're experiencing is magic. Like, it's not normal. I was talking to a friend of mine not long ago, like early in my awakening process. She is a mathematician, and I asked her to calculate the probability of me seeing this number as many times as I do in a day, and it was 1 to 1 million, blah blah blah. It was just crazy. And she was like, that's nothing is impossible, but it's almost impossible. And I'm like, yeah, well, I have the pictures to prove it. So, pay attention to how things are coming together for you as if by magic, and understand that it is magic, and you are supported in everything that's happening to you at this time is because you are being called to your higher soul mission. So that's what I have for you, number 2, people. And I don't know, I'm smiling, so I really felt that one. So we have number 3 here. For number 3, what you need to know about your path at this time, what came out is the Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ, number 27 card from the Lightworker Oracle deck. I'm getting heart expansion here. Ascended Master Jesus Christ is definitely walking with you, guiding you, whether you know it or not. I'm putting a lot of love energy around you at this time. You're really shining your light out into the world. There's a unique presence that you have that's coming through. And you've had to climb some mountains here. You've had to climb some mountains here and question a lot of things that that you believe in. And you've learned a lot. The card for what you should be focusing on right now on your life path is the study card. So focusing on and remembering all that you've learned and going deeper, being willing to explore deeper. And then we have the No Doubt card along with the Be Spirit card. So in terms of what it is you need to know on your path at this time, about your mission and your purpose. We have this cosmic heart, cosmic Christ card, which talks about you elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply, unconditional love. Spiritually, you're reaching for a higher level of attainment. You're wanting to get closer to your guides. You're wanting to hear and see things in deeper ways. You've done a lot of work to clear out, a lot of your traumas and limiting beliefs. And it's almost like, okay, now that I've cleansed and cleared so much, now what? It's almost like you have this sense that there's something more you're supposed to know, something more you're supposed to do. It's all about Christ consciousness here, which is an expression of the divine love, that comes straight from the universal heart, from source. It triggers a transmutation and evolution so absolute that we are irrevocably changed. You may not even recognize much of yourself anymore. You've transformed so much. It says we increasingly become an embodied expression of pure divine will and an unwavering expression of divine love for all who are in need. This process takes lifetimes to complete. As you proceed, you will receive countless blessings to support your journey and fulfill your sole purpose of serving love. There will also be tests. These give the spirit a chance to develop mastery. There will be tests of forgiveness. It is easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentment at natural limitations, which is like being angry at the sun for not shining at night. So not putting pressure on yourself to be further ahead than where you are, and trusting that you're right where you need to be. This is a time of learning for you, of growth. And when we talk about what you should be focusing on right now, that's why the study card is here. This is a time for you to learn and to gather knowledge and wisdom, gain wisdom and confidence about, all of these new things that you're learning. The card itself says reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. I'm going to say about your path here. Delve into new concepts, delve into learning about the things that are coming up for you now, and knowing what you know and being okay with what you don't know, and trusting that when it's time for you to know, you will know. Because that too is a process, This card is also saying that, be prepared for tests of your power. As you grow, you will become more powerful. You can use the power to help or to hinder. You can use it to manipulate or encourage. You can nurture yourself on the path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. You can claim your power comes from, and don't put yourself, what I love about this, and with Christ consciousness, Christ was he was with the people. He wasn't above or below, even though he had so much wisdom, so much power, so much knowledge that he could have exalted himself, but he didn't. So this is staying grounded. You've done, sometimes we grow and expand spiritually, that we become arrogant. We become conceited about it, or we just start to, because we become so aware of ourselves, and we've grown and developed so much, we can kind of see things in other people, and that can cause us to judge. So you want to be really aware of that, and understand that we're all on the journey. No one is above or below anyone. We all have our own learning to do, and we get to different points at different times. So this is saying to just keep doing your work, keep learning, keep growing, and sharing your knowledge with other people from a loving, genuine place. Because as you can see on this card, you have a lot of light to shine. You have a lot to give and to offer, and so do that from a place of love, without judging other people, and also understand that you still have a lot to learn, and you can learn from other people as well. I don't know why we ended up going in that direction, but that's where Spirit led me. The other thing that is coming through here is for you not to sacrifice yourself for others. On the flip side of that, don't diminish yourself. Don't play small because you don't want to look big. You know what I mean? When you can't pour from an empty cup. When your cup is full and overflowing, you can share with others without sacrificing yourself. You don't have to make a choice between between nurturing yourself and nurturing others. You don't have to do that. And sometimes when we are these big, great beings of light, we attract people to us who want so much from us, and we want to give as much as humanly possible. And sometimes we overgive, and that's the reality of it. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and when you're feeling drained, depleted, that's when you want to take the time to rest and recuperate, because that's when your energy can start to become low, and you can start operating from those lower vibe, lower frequency places that I was just talking about. And you don't want to put yourself in a position to be vulnerable to that. And that also comes with time, wisdom, growth, really being able to learn how to balance your energy in a way that is healthy and sustainable for you, and give your love without making yourself feel less or making another person feel less than you, because that's not love. So yeah, this is a time for you to just really embrace the higher expression of the Christ love within you, and understand that you have a right to experience that love too. And if you're having an issue doing that, this is where you want to dive into learning and studying and figuring out how to do that. I'm hearing, studying about like metaphysics and psychology, and Reiki came through, and developing a serious like yoga practice or meditative practice, some sort of intuitive practice. I'm hearing energy healing practice would be good for you. And then getting out of your own way. What came up as a block for you is doubt. Having no doubt and knowing that you'll get there. It might take some time, but you'll get there. The card says, I will eventually achieve success because I don't allow myself to doubt. So you know, all of this, I'm hearing questioning, like questioning, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I doing this right? Am I am I saying this right? Am I where I'm supposed to be? Do they really like me? Do they really want me? Like all of those kinds of questions will keep you away from what really matters here, and that's you just being the light and love that you are, and knowing that your path is purposeful. It's meant. It's divine. Don't question it. You know, quiet the doubts and the fears with the work. This is where you're, you know, going to gain your confidence by doing it, by putting time into it. Like you don't have time to worry about it because you're so busy doing it, standing in it, living it, being it. And when you're authentic in that way, it's so effortless for you. It's so effortless for you. And I love the card that came up as Spirit's advice for you, which is the number 7 card. Bee Spirit, sweet results await. Like bees, they work hard, but they produce a lot of honey. And that says a lot about who you are. There's a lot of love in you. I'm hearing that you want to give so much of, and know that you are. But sometimes we have the desire to be bigger or more instead of just being enough right where we are. So the oracle message for this bee spirit says that sweet rewards are on their way for you if you are willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. If that does not go with the cosmic heart, cosmic Christ card, OMG. So there's a quote that I've been turning over in my mind for the past couple of days since I read it, and it says, the longest journey we will take is from the mind into the heart. Shorten that path for yourself, because sweet results are just waiting for you. Get out of your ego. You don't have to know. In fact, the less you know, the better in this case. Like, get out of your ego here. As soon as all of that gunk stuff that takes you out of alignment, takes you out of your light, cleanse and clear it immediately and get back to the business at hand. Because as soon as you do that, this thing that you're waiting to bring forth, that feeling that you love when you can just, you're in alignment with what you're doing, as soon as you just step out of the way, stop doubting yourself, because that's ego too. All of that doubting, uncertainty, questioning. Am I good enough? Is this good enough? Was that good enough? Can this? Can I? Will this? Will they? That's ego too. So it says, Bee Spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Your job right now is to just live in these higher frequencies of Christ consciousness. like no matter what. B Spirit asks you to focus on your connectivity, your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total and connect. So let me say that again. Your body, your heart, your soul, and psyche experience total I can't say this word. Total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are a part of a greater unified consciousness. So this is saying, like, get out of your own way. Live in the light. Live in the light. Stop looking at yourself. Stop judging at yourself. Put your head down and do the work. See, look, he has his head down. The owl is on his shoulder. He's just doing the work. Stop looking in the mirror and checking your swag, so to speak. You know, trust who you are. You know, and do all of that from a place of love first and foremost for yourself. Moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation to spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential. And then you become as busy as the bee. You're studying. And you're in full alignment. You're in full alignment with the highest expression of you. And that's when your heart opens up. Look, heart opening. And that's when your creativity comes through, like, effortlessly. So it says magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. B Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded, even if you can't see that yet. And you are being asked to share your good fortune, as there is plenty of honey for everybody. Be a part of the larger whole, forcing you to bring the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. So stand in your cosmic consciousness. Stand in the light. Don't be consumed by the darkness of doubt. Focus on your work and what Spirit is asking you to bring forth without allowing your ego to overshadow that. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really, really, really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I'll be posting more readings, back on the grind. And I just really enjoy being here with you. So thank you. Namaste. Love and light. Be well. Peace.